Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Factorio Tiberian Sprawl. Let's see, Jonathan is here. Welcome in, and we're going to secure the tentacle hat. I'm going to give it a moment though before I do that. And then also Glass Deviant is here. Nerd shirt and a hydrate. Okay, let's do the hydrate first because it's the easiest one. And the nerd shirt, Odor. And the tentacle hat. Jonathan, how are you doing? Glass Deviant, how are you doing as well? Welcome in, everyone. The last time we were here, we worked on switching out how we were handling some of the ores. Also, it's the nerd shirt. Nerd shirt is Hodor. Switch into the game. We were working on Tiberium, which we're also always going to be working on Tiberium, but this different sort order, sort method here that we went through that door, but you couldn't afford it. But we're going to have a problem with how these different ores are used and in what ratio, and how we want to handle the priority system of which ones are used and when. And I'm not sure how to do that just yet. Basically, we need to say, I think we're going to need to put these into a small buffer. And we need to say, basically, if we have X amount of copper, I can't do X amount either. I have to do if the amount of copper is greater than some percentage, then I need to turn down the higher producing copper stuff and allow the lower producing copper stuff, and then flip-flop it with iron depending on how that works. Or maybe it's copper versus iron. The biggest challenge is going to be in making sure that we aren't using too much coal, but right now we don't have that problem. But I think what we should do is get this new build going, because we can always readjust this mixing algorithm at another time. We need to get the next Tiberium thing going, because we're going to need to make a lot more copper anyway in the near future, because what happened there? Somebody reversed a belt. Oh good, the reversing of the belts is not something a bot needs to do. Didn't realize that. But we can we're going to need to make more circuits, because then we're going to need to make more circuits, and we're going to need a lot more copper to make more circuits. The balance, the ratio, the whatever, is eventually going to need to be several belts of iron. Almost about equal, I would say. Belts of iron versus belts of copper. I think I have planned for 12 and 10 at the moment, but that's not counting what we're using for steel, which is going to probably be another 5 to 10 belts of iron for that. So we'll have to figure that out eventually. But not right now. And then we'll also have to figure out what we're going to do about stone long term. Right now, any surplus is getting dumped into landfill, which is very little, because most of it's going to making stone, but that won't last long either. Because most of the reason it's not backed up right now is because we connected up these belts near the end of the last stream. So we need to deal with that, but let's take a look at what we can do here to get this thing going. So we planned on a build of 16 of these. That's going to make 8 liquid tiberium, which then we will have to use to make ores out of. The 16 liquid tiberium is going to need 0.8 times 16, 12.8 molten tiberium. Yep. And that we are making here. 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 12. But we also have this. And we need this because we're also going to have to deal with 0.2 times 6, 1.2 of the of the gray matter here, plus some over here too, which is 0.05 times 16, which is 0.8. And 1.2 plus 0.8 is 2 even, which is how much we're planning to deal with here. And that means we're going to be producing just about 1.2 extra molten, but this batch of 16 can only consume 0.8 more of the molten than what we're making out of this. So, short story long, we need 2 more of these there in order to properly capture everything properly process all of the molten into liquid. So let's see, what else do we need to do with this? That's got to get processed properly. I think we'll have to mix that with this and then run it through this system. We'll plan on that, and then that comes out. Priority takes it back into the input section. Kibra Tesfemarium, welcome in. The door. You went through that door, but you couldn't afford it. What door? Hodor's door? The one he held? Alright, so let's see. Hodor. Hold the door. Don't really want to do that, but on the other hand, yeah, I should just do it. Do I do those on the near end, or do I do these on the near side? I think I do these on the near side. That. This, like that, like this. And these go here. Like that. Take that, but not this and not... Well, they could be there, I guess. Not those, though. The one on the end needs to be done a little bit differently. We can do that. This here goes like this and probably just like that. And the one on the end down here is kind of the same, only different. But it's also probably going to just be this way. Which means you probably don't need to be there either. Unless we process the water, the steam and water up, not up at the top, but I think we will. The other thing to look at is this. You know what? Actually, let's do this from map mode, rather. Let's take these across. We could do more crosses, but it honestly doesn't matter with the way the liquid system works here in 2.0, so we're fine there. This here, I want to have molten... Or, sorry, the sludge, the water, and then, let's see, the other stuff here. I think I'll do it like this, and then like that. These go across, these cross like that. And then this goes the same, only different. Or we do this type of thing here with a crossing there. And these ones here. Is that right? I don't know. You go like this. Almost right. Give me this and take that out. And then I can take this part out here, and this and that. But actually, this one will probably stay because the liquid will probably come out the bottom. And then we need to also do this same type of thing here. Oopsie. Here. On the other side. And that's the way. And what I would like to do, which I don't think I can do, is this. Yes, too far. So in that case, this is going to have to come up and around anyways. And maybe I just do something like this here to here. I don't think you're going to be needed there then. This goes here. This goes there, 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 and there. I could connect to the bottom too, but at the moment I don't think I'm going to. And then this stuff goes up to connecting with this system. I think for this, I'm going to turn it this way. And I think actually I'm going to do it with those on the outsides. We'll do it like this. You'll come up here to this point. Then you'll go like this. And like this and like that and like this and like that. I think. And these go here. Here. And here. Actually, that could just go through. We'll see. This... No, it's got to go like that anyways. Oh, it's got to go out one more. I might need to move it up, too. Because... No, I don't have to move it up, but I might move it up anyway. A little bit more space. Well, actually, wait a minute. How far up can I go? One more space? You got a deal. You've got yourself a deal. Right there. So then we can do this and this. At the end of this thing, I want to have a tank. Here. That'll measure how much of the molten is in this internal system here. We'll need to pre-seed it a little bit with some of the molten coming out of here, but it won't be a permanent connection. It'll be a temporary connection. And then from there, we have a pump here that will pump it down into this system. And actually, we need to have the pump also here. A pump also there. Let's do this differently. That. And like this. And what'll happen is when this gets to be too much, this will turn on and this will turn off. And then once this is low enough again, then they will flip-flop. So we'll have to wire that in. Kind of similar to what we did up north in the oil build, but a little bit different. This is going to look at enabling when molten is greater than... Don't need much in here. We'll call it 5,000, just for fun. We did, I think, 1,000 up there, but that's fine. Copy that build and flip that. Wait a minute. One of those needs to be an equal, just to be safe. So less than equal 5,000. You run. And greater than 5,000, you run. So we maintain 5,000 in here, which is 20% volume, which should be plenty for this system, but not too much. And it is constantly processing this stuff. This stuff also comes from here. We need to process that too. That was kind of perfect also, spacing-wise. I love it when a plan comes together. And then we also need to deal with water and steam here. We'll have water coming in also over here. And how much steam are we going to need? 15 times 18 per second. $270. A boiler will make how much? 60. So that means we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boilers. Okay. Something like that. And then the water coming out of here is going to be quite a bit less. If that's okay. Because we'll just have a tank for that over here. And we do the same thing kind of as we have here, where we turn the... Actually, I don't even need that second filter condition on that pump, do I? No, I don't. Let's do this differently here. Let's do 2 pumps. Do this one from over here. No. This needs to be up a bit. Convenient once again. Oh, no, I can't do that either. There, then. You go this way. That won't work. No, I don't like this anyway. So I'm going to take it out. Back up there. This goes here. And then go into there. Change mine again. You go there. There, 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 there. And then we still do a water input in this system. Wally Oxenfree, Kalzamar, welcome in. What if I put it in there? I could. I like that. This one comes from here. These can be connected together when we put the water well thingy right in there. This pump here is the one that's limited by this, and this will work when water is less than 5,000. And I'm going to change this here then to then there yet. So this one won't be filtered anymore, and this one here will work when that's less than 5,000. And that'll be fine. This will just inject all the time, and this will inject... Or is that good? No, I better not do that either. I better do what I had. Leave it alone. But I'll make this one greater than equal to 5,000 instead. That way the 5,000 is always less than. I don't know. We'll see. So that should work. Though, this is where the Tiberium comes in, over here, and this is where the molten Tiberium comes out at the rate of 18 times a half, which is 9 molten Tiberium per whatever instance of time. This needs to move. This in its entirety needs to move, I think, up a bit. So let's take out a bunch of these trees and things here. And I'm going to put it right there. I can't really put it right there below the train station, though, because I'm probably going to want to have more train stations eventually. Well, I didn't really want you to work. So let's take this up before you finish all your work. Oh, you already have. And, oopsie. I accidentally snagged a power pole. Which might cause problems. Let's see. I guess I don't want to go all the way up there, but I think I want to go up a bit. So, like... here somewhere. Confuse the door and get in here. And we need to make a bunch of stuff now. These are taking in 2.4 times 4, 8. Shoot. which is 19.2. So we need more than one belt here. We'll just run 2 belts. One of them to this block, stopping there. And the other one comes in like this, tucks in, and does this block. That'll work. We have a lot more power poles to place, I think. But we also need to place... 19 oil for chemical. Iron. All right, let's go get some. Go get some stuff. This needs to come out now. It has starved itself out, so we can move that anytime. And now it's stone bricks. Oh, who did that? I seem to be doing some weird stuff by accident. Should surprise basically no one. Now we're back to iron and circuits. They sigh. Accidental weird stuff is the best stuff. You've got it, Dropsy Bait. Welcome in. Get rid of that wood. Hashtag blame Caledon. I like it. More iron. More steel. Should probably set these things up in the mall. I'm feeling kind of lazy. You know? Also don't know how many of those I've made. Go pick up a few things. Actually, can I cancel several of these without causing system explosions? Looks like it. Or 10, 14, more bricks. Like how tidy everything is. You should pay attention to the same as our usual spaghetti. Oh, it's a struggle. It's always a struggle in this game. I try to be organized. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't usually stay that way, but I do try. I just forgot what I was after. It just flashed out of my brain just like that. What was I after? Oh, I know what I was after. Well, I know some of what I was after, but it wasn't what I was going after right then. I do need some more other things from the mall here. These. Probably a few of these. Probably a few of these. No, those are fine. What was I going after? I have no idea, which means I'm going to remember it as I'm going elsewhere. And thank you for the follow, Dropsy Bait. Relatively new and it's all just a hot mess. I've got a couple thousand hours and it's still kind of a hot mess. So, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I need to make those 5 boilers too, by the way. And I need to make one of these, which I already did. Good, that makes you excited for the future. Hot Mess is my middle name. I don't know about that. And then we'll bring the coal that we have in no surplus at the moment. Well, we're actually sinking it, so we do have it in surplus, but up this way. Do some of these power poles here, there, and there. So you knew it? We were related somehow? Uh-huh. I just get that. I need to have a connector. All right, there we are. These ones here, then. I guess I should have this tied in somehow here. That's going to cover those, though. Go there. Connect this in together. We're going to need to have these. Is that enough? Those don't connect, so no. We go here, then. That. That'll serve. And I'm 2 refineries short, apparently. Can't count. Alright, so belt of coal. You know what? Let's rip out this before we get that far. But not coal. Solid fuel. Right. But still. Those can go too, I think. This all goes. These go. This actual power pole whole thing can go. This goes. This whole belt goes. And, belt this backwards here. That is off for some reason that I can't remember why. Oh, that was why. Yes, yes, yes. It's not enough. Oh, gone. Crap. My inventory's too full now. There's such a 90-minute Dash video on a mega base. Give me just a minute and I will read what you're writing, but I need to put this stuff down to stop the chirping. There we go. You're seeing his struggles, you're reconsidering that even though you'd go for 1K, so you're about 20K? Yeah, 1K is not bad. I did 1K once. Most of the time, I just play it till I feel like I'm done. Okay. And then I'm done. Yeah, start with finishing first, right. Start with finishing. Let's see, you go there. You're maintaining. Good. Let's go rebuild this, power plant. Well, as long as you finish, then yeah, try things. Play with what you can find. Basically. Play with some mods if you want. All those things. Let's see. You, no. You, yes. Right in there. New is a very broad term in Factorio. It is indeed, yes. The understatement of the century right there. Yeah, well, we don't have them yet, so you're going to have to wait. We finished yet, Caledon? Let's clear some more of these trees here. And I should need to make a few more steam engines and a few more boilers. It looks like 10, 18 more steam engines, which should mean 9 more boilers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just get this done. Game satisfactory. You have about 800 hours, but you're still a noob. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll give my my pocket crafting a chance here for a little while, and then when we make bulk inserters, we can come up and replace those. But it'll be fine for now. We're not using that level of power at this phase, so it won't really matter. They'll just be needed in order to maintain, if we get this thing up to full tilt capacity here, which is, well, quite a bit. It's 120 times, what is it again, 900? 120 times 0.9 is 108 megawatts. Yeah, 108 megawatts. So we've got a long way till we need that much power. You always get burned out by the quality of development in Satisfactory? What do you mean by that? Wrong way. Uh-oh. I did break power. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. How did I do that? Probably when I ripped up this power thingy. Let's take these guys out here. And some idiot should not be relying on small power poles to power his base, but he is. You may proceed this way. This way. Okay, we'll go that way. Then come this way. It's shorter. Yeah, and polish features that break the game. Oh. Yeah, I can get that. Where are you going? Place this one. Place the pole. Alright, Caledon, you're losing your frickin' tentacled mind here. Try to consolidate this a bit. And then I forgot to do the other thing that I wanted to do while I was up there. Okay, it's full now. Go back up to the power thingy. Waiting for 1.2 to come out for vehicles. Let's play through 28 tractors, preparing stuff to start our mega base. And trucks were broken. Yeah, I never trusted the ground vehicles in Satisfactory. I did a lot with trains, I did a lot with drones, but I never trusted the others. Now let's do this with a priority input from the right here. And I will just do that over here. And some of these boxes here, these boxes here. We can do blue inserters here, that should be fine. Entirely sure what these power poles do. Oh, I know what they do. They cross-connect the two systems. And then I can take all of this wood. Did that wrong. And all this coal. And shove it in to those spots. I know what I wanted to do with that sulfur, or what I want to do at the far end of the bus, and it was to get rid of that sulfur, and that is to go down to Blue Science and dump it into there. Oh, shoot. Thank you. Let's see. Just shove it. Exactly. 5 to 45 minutes to fix the tractors? Yeah. That's unfortunate and too long. Yeah, in that respect, Factorio and Satisfactory are very different. The developers of Factorio are much, much more concerned with the quality of the product. I guess I understand what Kalsmar meant, now that I know what he meant. And for me, I can't even play it anymore. So, there's that. Factorio. All right, so we need to do something different here. With the way that I'm handling Tiberium. I think actually I want this here. No, I lied. Still not the right spot. There. Oh, and then I screwed it up again. Okay, stop setting yourself on fire, Wally. There we go. This goes here, there, there. Like this. And really, those should come together at some point, so I don't have to fuss with it. So I'm going to do that here. And then we can just do this. And Calidorn can help. There we go. You keep on a trucking down that far. This goes here. Oh! Oopsie. We need to sink some more materials, though. Which means probably running some science. I was hoping to get this thing spun up, but I actually think we can now. Before we did that. Just so we had this cleared. And I think we can now. I think this will get us there. Unless there's other things I'm forgetting. Which actually wouldn't be a surprise entirely. This is where I also need to temporarily cross-connect this pipe with that one, so we'll put a pipe right in there. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I'll have to figure that part out later. Okay, good. Go ahead and put it in there. I'll have to break it. Bring up Cal, I don't know if he needs a channel troubadour, torture device, cheerleader. We make fun of him a lot, and, well, he names about Calidorn. Yes, Calidorn is our friend. Just don't tell him we said that. He doesn't, actually, I think I can do this. Yes, I can. He doesn't really stream. He did for a while, but he doesn't really stream anymore. He does have quite a YouTube page, so it's worth checking out. That should be... No, probably not yet. Okay, Liquid Tiberium thing is done, so we can do this research now. It gives us even more copper ratio, as we figured out the last time. And we can also then do some maybe purple science just to get science moving again. I'm just going to go willy-nilly on this and just pick the first 7 things. And we'll get there, eventually. Let's see, you are not yet stabilized. Actually, I don't know that you will stabilize. Feel as if I have forgotten something. Oh, I didn't. Let's turn this. And turn this. Break that. Turn this, turn that. No Tiberium on the floor. Don't tell your friend that we like him. That feels mean. It's, part of the lore. Yes. It's just a game we all play. He loves it that I named my bot after him, by the way. Yeah, it is the robot that is that's flying around is Calendar. Calendar. Named after that Calendar that I shouted out. I think this will be okay now. The system is closed. Well, not closed, but it's it has enough to keep itself going. I think it should. So I think we're okay. We have made our liquid Tiberium. That'll build up. Makes it easier to blame stuff on Calendar when he's actually in the game. Yes. Yes. Exactly. And then what we need to do is we will need to... actually, I'll put this power pole up there instead of being here. We need to be able to use this stuff, which means we need those next tier centrifugi, which are gonna need a few things we don't even have made. Or one thing we don't have made yet, plus the others. Thank you, Kalzmar, for that. Check out the YouTube page. Try to do multiplayer with a friend, much more experienced friend. Just didn't feel like he was doing all the work. So that's the problem with factory games. Unless you are on the same skill level, or the more skilled friend is being very, very careful to... anyway, why? Oh, I never connected Purple Science. Or I never put inserters in for Purple Science, so we're not doing any science right now. Let's fix that. Unless the... unless you... Where's I at with this topic of conversation? Unless you are the... unless the more skilled friend has... is being very careful, they can easily do just that. So the challenge is that the more skilled friend needs to put themselves into basically like teaching mode. I've often, I don't know, joked to some of my friends who aren't experienced Factorio players that they should do a Wally teaches noobs how to play Factorio series with me. It hasn't happened yet, really, but yeah. You're letting your girlfriend cook, even make mistakes, or you put down a blueprint that you created and let her build it. Then we got a bot, so now she feels crappy too. Yeah, you just have to be, really, really... Wally teaches nudes? Yes, nerd, that's what I said. Noobs. Newbies. Nerd knew what I've said. You're just being nerd. That's all I needed out of you. Well, do I? Yes-ish, because I'm going to redo these entirely here. Name in the game. I think I need... No, we got Addicted to Capping got built. Okay, good. Let's see. Another nerd. I can skip the internet part? Yeah. That's good, because I was going to. Another nerd. No, Caladron's not getting any of those. I'm not getting any of those for that matter. Let's see. I want to upgrade... What? I want to upgrade the machines and the inserters here. And then I want to take out all the power poles. And I want to put in the medium poles here. There. There. Nope. 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 There. Maybe. Maybe it's going to be closer. I think it's there, actually. There, and that lets them connect all the way across. Do this, just the poles. There. There. And there. Got them. How you doing, nerd? You can do that? What did I do? Filter the deconstruction planner? Or use an upgrade planner? Which part are you surprised by? You're out, nerd? Alrighty. Have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Tired? I feel ya. Let's see if we copy something and then deselect. Oh, yes. If you are in blueprint mode, if you're in blueprint mode, like copy mode rather, and you drag a box around an area and you hold down shift, the box goes blue instead of white, and that puts it into a blueprint that you can then manipulate however you could normally manipulate a blueprint. Either by just removing the components entirely, or snapping it to a grid, or kind of anything else, really. It basically turns the copy-paste into a blueprint mode. And then you can save it, too, if you want to save it as a blueprint. Learn about snapping to a grid, which is handy for mining arrays. Yes. Yes, it is. It's also handy for rail building. All of my rails are done on a relative grid, so I don't have to bother with the absolutisms. But that's what I use when I'm building rails. I can then just place the first one like this, well, maybe like this, and then click and drag, and it'll snap it to that grid. It's super handy for running rail lines, among other things. So you never actually accidentally build something so it doesn't connect to a corner or cross section. Yeah. So in this particular case, my T intersection is 3 of my straight pieces built fit together. So right. So I never have a misalignment in my rail building. You type a bit weird. You're British. this eventually needs to come out, but I'm really not looking forward to it because of all of the Tiberium in there. Weird is what we do around here. So yeah, you're good here. How do you snap to grid? So in the blueprint, you check the snap to grid box, and then you'll want to manipulate the width and the height to make sure that it fits the grid. In this case, I backed off the width by 2, and then when you do relative grid, you have to shift click when you're placing it. You have to hold down shift when you place the first one, and then hold down your left mouse button, and then you just click and you just drag. Drag your cursor, you drag your... In this case, I'm in map view, so I just do my W and S keys. You just have to make sure that the relative grid positioning here is adjusted if you have, say, like I have here, a power pole on both ends. Otherwise, you'll get power poles snapped right next to each other, which you don't want either. Okay, so we're doing... I forgot now. We got the molten Tiberium going. We need to probably get... Oh, yes, we need to make reinforced concrete. We can make that with, I think, Tiberium, right? The sludge? Yes. Yes. Really get you and Waldo Toke? Did you include a roboport inside your rail blueprints? No, I didn't. I never decide up front whether I want a global robot array or not. Usually I don't. The reason I don't is because the bigger your roboport network gets, the more the bots go from one end to the other unnecessarily. So I usually don't. Sometimes I have, but I usually don't. So we need steel. Oh, a hat. You could have just said a hat. That would have been sufficient. We don't need these weird French words. That's what I said. Alright, so we are doing some research now. That's good. Nuclear Tiberium test. We haven't even gotten to the other Tiberium testing yet. That's what we should do with the first batch of this stuff, actually. Yeah, let's do that first. I want to... Actually, what I'd like to know, is this the last new Tiberium liquid that we just unlocked? This one here. It looks like it might be. I mean, we had the blue stuff yet, but my impression is that the blue stuff just goes into the same liquid Tiberium. So this is the end of the Tiberium series thing. Merid? What's up with the Merid, Caladorn? Caladorn thinks he's French. Good point. You had to disconnect yours so the robots wouldn't go to Africa for something? Exactly. They got better in 2.0, but they're still not that smart. Well, that's where we can connect concrete. Alright, you're off to bed? Alright, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I think I'm going to take some of this stuff out from top, although I have quite the spaghetti pile of pipes up here, so maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll take it across here. Thanks. Have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Good to meet you. I wish I hadn't built this pipe here. Ouch. Ouch. That's painful. Can I get all of that up, or am I going to be screwed here? Let's see. I think I'm screwed. Shite. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You and you and you and you and you and you and you gone. You go there. You go here. You go here. This goes here and there. And how much of this shit do we have to deal with? 437. Yuck. Alright, this can come this way then. And I'm just going to do this. I didn't have to go that far for that though, did I? Oh, I missed a spot here. Oopsie. Well, in that case, we'll use that one to connect everything across. Okay. That'll work. How are you doing, by the way? It's 91. That's good. So this will have to mine out all this stuff. Hopefully I have a big enough mining area. I may not yet have one. There may still end up being some left there. That'll be unfortunate. I may have to... deal with this. Ouch. Okay. But it's fine for now. Hello, Rainbow Train. So, let's see. I need to, I need to take this molten Tiberium, and I think I want to pipe it and some of this, sludge out of here and into, and on down onto the bus? Or do I not want to do that? I better not do that, because then if I had to take it up for some reason, it's going to be a mess. Exploding. So let's just take it over here into this open area, and we can process this molten Tiberium there, and the Tiberium sludge as well. So I'll have to do undergroundy here. Let's just do this, like this. And it'll come this way. Go to there. Yeah. And this can go this way. Just stop there for right now. And into there, we'll play with the what we need to do with the molten Tiberium in there. Pipe corner there. Pipe corner here, and I'll connect the rest of this up. Good, you're done. I think there's too much underneath that, underneath this refinery. You go and you go. You come in here like this, and that. So I think what I need to do here... Do we get bigger mining drills later with this mod? No. Okay. But we might. But I don't see them. I guess we don't. Liquid Tiberium power. Interesting. Okay. Later, Wally problem? Chances I'll be taking this build down at some point? Maybe. Maybe not. Not sure yet. Always a possibility, I guess. Yeah, it could be a future Wally problem. Do this. Boost that speed there a bit. Bothers me a bit. Yeah, there's going to be one spot, Tiberium, they won't be able to reach. The only way I can think of to get this to work possibly without exploding more liquid Tiberium all over the place. And I won't be able to do it for a while. So I will wait. I can do it, but I'll need to do it very carefully. Actually, I might have a way to do it less than very carefully. But I'm going to wait for this to finish. It's 44. Yeah. Bad. Okay. So, what do we want to do with this molten Tiberium? Grab my car here. Turn around. Over here. We want to make a few things. We want to make these cards. And those are made from liquid Tiberium. Here. Wait, where are the other ones made? Chemical plant. Chemical plant. We can't do that one yet. Okay, chemical plants. Okay. Wait, I can do them all in... Let's do them all in chemical plants. I forgot that you can do them in both. There, and there. This one is that one. And then we need to have the third one, which is going to be this one. You need sulfuric acid. We can supply that. We have sulfur in abundance. And these will output the gray, the red, and the yellow cards. Those get combined together in one of these machines. The gray, the yellow, and the red cards at equal amounts. One of these machines will take 3 of each of them. So I think I want to do maybe 2 of each. Wait, 2 of each? 1, 2, 3, almost 4 of each, but not quite. I think I'll set it up so that I can do an indefinite number of each, and then we can go with it from there. So we do this, go there. This goes there, and this goes here. But if I'm going to do it that way, then I should probably do it the other way instead. But these two back up against each other. This, there. And then they can all go into this. These two will output the same card, like that. And this one will output on its own there. Get my car out of the way here. This pipe will come across to whichever point, and we'll stop here. Go like this to there. I'm going to flip this vertically. And this one here can go in like that. This one here goes like that. And then we can take this whole thing and V-flip it to there. Except for you. And then these guys come together like this. This goes there. It goes there, and I'm out of pipes. That'll do. Once the chemical plants are done. This goes here and there. It reaches, that's good. And then these, you know what, actually let's put this down here, south of the pipe. And we'll run these belts this way instead. That way I can expand this north as much as I feel like I need to. And we'll just make all this stuff down here. Once this crosses the point, it'll come this way. The reason I left some space here is I'm going to bring in the other pipe here of the other stuff. The sludge. And that will allow me to make concrete and things here out of the sludge. And then any excess sludge will go into making more molten. Which means we'll have to probably expand this thing here. But that's no problem. I'll just move this out of the way and add some more of those in and something else. We'll figure it out. Okay, so this goes like this, that goes like that. Move that down by one more just for fun. And for right now, there's only going to be one of those. In the future, there could be more. But we'll just output those out 2.25. That should be fast enough, just barely. These will go in like this and like that, and then we can put power poles in like this, and that should work out okay. Sulfuric acid needs to come from sulfur, which I think I'm just going to build back here in another chemical plant. You guys need 2 sulfuric acid each. This makes 50. I can support 25 on one of these. That's fine. And that just needs water and sulfur and iron. We'll do the same thing we did with the whatchamacallit. I think I'm going to do a little bit something different here, actually, now that I've done what I've done. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine that I did what I did, because I can just move this over. Move this over like that. I want to straighten this belt out here. Come here, calendar. Come here. Put down belts. Thank you. Take this belt straight up this way. That's good enough. Logistics 3, in case we need to chew through even more iron. Belt, belt, belt. Need lube for that too, but we got lube, so we're good on lube. I was thinking of running the, whatchamacallit here up the bus, but I don't think that's a smart idea, so I'm not going to do it. This is here, you go away, you go away. Molten Tiberium, that is. That's the whatchamacallit. In case you were wondering. Not you yet. This goes away. This can go away. Careful. Careful. This goes away. Do need to rerun my power bus. Okay. Did I put this in a good spot? No, not really, but it's fine. Go there. You go there, and it's good. It's good. This belt here actually should probably go up rather than down. This way. And go out to up here to the science bus to meet up with the blue science that it'll need to meet up with later. Because it basically took the place in my bus where military would normally be. Okay. Let's see, you are the overflow, so that's fine. This will only overflow when it's time to overflow. That's good. And did this finish mining out down here? I won't bother with the car. I'll just run into something. Run the risk of running into something. We ended up making 623 of these things. Don't know what they're used for yet, but we'll need some of them, I'm sure, so we'll figure that part out. You did end up using all of that, so that's good. And as I suspected, there is one tiny 17 Tiberium spot there. I'm going to rotate this, and I would like to be very, very careful here. You go there. You go here. Eventually. No, it can go there now. It's fine. But I want to rotate this, too. And rotate this to turn this off. This one is still on, but it needs to be able to run. Do this and that. That should allow you to craft using what you have in your inventory left. You may back up on these two things, but we can rectify that. If we need to. I don't think we'll need to. No, we can't rectify. Well, we kind of could, but we don't need to. But I don't know as if the Tiberium sludge will cause a problem here or not. Ore refinery inventory. Oh, I can't pick it up with that stuff being in there? Okay. Okay. In that case, let's see. You do this. And then go here. There. Here. Careful. I need a pump here. So it doesn't flow back on me. There. Okay, good. Problem is, this is in the way now. Careful. That doesn't help me much. Where is that spot at? Up there. You won't let me pick this up. I should have... Right, I'm gonna make another mess. Ouch. Refinery is full. Oh, inventory is full. Jeez, Wally, you're an idiot. Okay. I messed that up. A little bit. Messed that up just a little bit. That kind of day. Yes. How much is here? And actually, you're going to need another little bit of help here. So are you. And I just spread some more. Perfect. work. Oh, just do that. It'll be fine. There you go. How much is there now? 405. I could really use some speed modules. That would be nice. Ludicrous speed, yes. Wrong ludicrous, but I appreciate the effort. This should be getting... Nope, because I didn't run power in there. Alright. Let's see. You, power, down this way. Caledon's too far away, though. We'd have to go up there. We should just go up there and do it. Because, it's going to be a little while. And then we can start making these freaking data cards again. And the, science. That's your autocorrect? Oh, we need acid and water yet. Where do I have water at here nearby? I could just take it from here, and I do have the ability. And then we need to bring in iron and sulfur. Take the sulfur from here. Needs more sulfur in my inventory, but I could try and be swift enough to get it out of my inventory, like that. Go this way. And then iron needs to just back off here. Careful. You go that way. Iron gets split here and there. And then it can just go this way. And up into there. This goes there. Also needs a power pole. That should be good enough. You need coal. I forgot about the coal. Shite. Oh no, I forgot about coal. How do I deal with that? Well, that... go this way. Oh, put that back. Put these like this instead. I have coal over here though, Wally. You're an idiot. Okay, perfect. Oh, there, here. And then these guys can do this measure. You can have these cards, those cards, and that card. And then you go in like this, and this can back out again. And you need power up here. Alright, we're making the sciences now. $61. By the time we get back down there, might be done. Yeah, that Ludicrous is Ludicrous the Rapper. Nope, I lied. It's all in one, which means it's going to take forever. Well, not forever, but... it's going to take 80 more seconds. I won't be able to go for very long because it won't be able to output the water. That'll be alright. It would help if I can, but I really can't. If I took these two pipes out, I could probably help a little bit. Speed for Ludicrous is a little different. I'll have to take these pipes out, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make another mess. Because this isn't connected anymore. Crap. Turn that off. This frickin' Tiberium stuff is a mess. Can I pull this down to nothing? No. Not really. I mean, eventually it might pull it down to nothing. Making this science, but, not easily. Best I could hope for. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Crazy idea time. If I put a pump down, and I put a tank down, that'll pull it all out of this pipe. Not you. Not you. I'm out of underground pipes. Center flowies. Not you. Clip this. Pump it back into the system. It always goes slow. Pull it down to 0. No mess. Okay, back to work. So we are making Liquid Tiberium. We're making sciences here. Those can go up that way someplace. I need to redo, or finish redoing this now. Because I got that far. Actually take this part out 2. Take that part out 3. We do this. Calidorn. And we do this. And we weren't making any plastic for quite a while. Because I'm an idiot. Alright, good. This belt here is the belt we're going for. And that we want to go back to, I don't know. There-ish. Sure. Like that. That goes down just to make sure, and it plugs in like that. Perfect. Okay, great. What are we short on now? Let's see. Nothing yet. Copper's going to be our first big problem. Largely because we're only using reason the belt's imbalanced. Down here, looking at how things are flowing, iron's going to become a problem. Because we aren't using all the iron that we think we should be. But we can also make some more over here now. Stone and stone bricks are eventually going to be a problem. Okay. We'll deal with those problems later. Future Wally problems. Let's look at the Tiberium refined concrete and concrete recipes. Concrete just needs the sludge. We need steel plate for the refined concrete. No problem there. Also make bricks that way, which I may do at some point. But those are all made in assembly machines 2 or 3. We'll start with this somewhere over here. We'll make a row of concrete, make a row of refined concrete, and that'll be good enough. Do it like this. Actually, do it like this. Let's see, it's 0.15 steel to 0.75 concrete. So let's do this to there. Wrong spot, there. Gotta connect that pipe up yet, but that's okay. So then I can have fine concrete coming out this way. I can have steel coming in. Steel gets up to that far on the bus. I think I'll bring it back down this way then. That. Let's see. Just do fast inserters like this and like that. And you can go like this, and then we can do power there and there. And we'll connect that up via this method. These will go into storages. I will lay across the top edge like that. We need to move this concrete that's in here into them. We take out some of my inventory and pick up this concrete to start with. Except that I put away all my chests. Actually, I think I'm going to put them up by one more. This. Like that. You will do this and that. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Research that we had queued up, finished. Wait a minute, I just screwed that up. These all don't get concrete, just these ones do. You, not you, you. Wait a minute. Nope, not those last couple. You. Several. There we go. You. That's it. I'm not going to put that there. Those are awful. Awful. Okay. Let's connect up this sludge. And we'll connect up the steel. I do want to take it from here. Oh jeez, I don't have any underground pipes. Let's go get some pipes. Also, why do I have an odd number of pipes again? It's never a good time. These are growing a bit. That's not good either. Hmm. Hmm. I need to get rid of this. Hey, Mark, welcome in. You span that. Yes. Okay. Actually, I wonder if instead I should have gone this way. It's going to have to meet up with this stuff eventually. It's going to have to go over here eventually anyways. So maybe that's the least bad option. That's why I had an odd number right there. That should let me make some refined concrete once I get the steel connected. Hey, I found a rock. Gone. 2Pi, welcome in. You love you some Factorio? Nice. Let's see. Steel is here. I'm going to split it here. Just keep it on the bus. Although I will have to do this to do with it. Keep it in the same line, I mean, on the bus for a while. And then that'll go to here and come down. And over to here and into there. Rocking the yellow belts is hardcore. I don't see the point in going faster until I need the greater rate capacity. It just takes more time to get there to start with. That's all it means. People, I feel, spend too much time and resources making blue or using blue belts when they don't need them. Just because something goes from left to right 3 times faster doesn't really mean you're doing anything. But that's just my opinion. Alright, so we should be able to make these new centrifugii now that we have these coming in. Or when you need one to belt weave. I refuse to belt weave unless absolutely necessary, which it hasn't been absolutely necessary. Let's see, I want to copy this. Let's see here. If I blueprint Jonathan and Kalsmar's names here, and I do this but that, and I put them over here instead, and I change the spacing because I screwed that up a little bit. With another nerd. And I think addicted as well. Oh, I screwed it up again. Yeah. Yeah, it's redeem that I have. Where you can have your name in the game. Whitelist, concrete. No, not refined concrete. Just concrete. Take those out. Blacklist. Do I need to set an entity that I don't have? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. Thanks for the follow, 2Pi. Appreciate it. That should take care of all of this. Where you at, Galador? You're stuck again? Over here. I've used some belts with copper and steel plates. Addicted to it. No drug hits harder than copper plates. There we go. Let me call you Tao. that a reference I don't get? Menu option at McDonald's. Oh. Right. Oh, I meant to do more of this, actually. This and V and... Oh, wait a minute. Nope. This. No power poles. B. That. This. That. This. That. 2 pi equals tau. Oh, you are such a nerd, Mark. You know that? I hope you know that you're a nerd, Mark.
You're that nerd.
Exactly. Nope, we know he's not another nerd. He's the first one, I guess. Let's see, I need blue circuits and something else for these things. Electric engines. Come back, car. I'll go get some more refined concrete now. And that'll get me the ability to make a few more of those thingies. Alright, we're going to need some more stuff too. Regular concrete. Oh, if only we had regular concrete. Ah, jeez. Don't make green circuits, Wally. Go get some more. And we have copper issues. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Totally hoping for copper issues. So now with these new centrifugi, just now making the first one. Okay, good. We can turn this liquid tiberium into ores. Let's see what that's going to entail. Calculator out. 3.84 plus 3.37 plus 0.46 plus 0.28. 7.95 items per second per centrifuge. And it's using 1.5 liquid, and I'm making 18 times a half. I'm making 9. So I can use 6 of these, which will make basically 3 belts full of stuff. Perfect. And then I have to deal with the crude. Also have to deal with the crude. Yeah, I think actually that might be the least bad option there. Wrong way. There we go. Have the belts come out like... well, like this. But a blue inserter is not going to be fast enough. Is it? Two of them will be fast enough. Yeah, two of them will be. Okay. Something like that. You knit that hat yourself. Looks awesome. No, I found it on Amazon. It is a tentacle thing. I have an array of hats that can be redeemed to be worn. But it was hand knitted, according to the purchase on Amazon. We totally ski with that hat on. Nice. Take that out. Let's see. So I think I want to do this somehow. Something like that. And I need 3 sets. Need 1 more centrifuge, which means I need a bit more refined concrete. Get that in a bit. Tentacles flapping in the wind. There, there, and there. Crude comes out like this. And it can go into the same crude management system here. Crude management system that we have here. This should be fine. It is a crude management system. It's not a good crude management system, it's a crude one. And then the Tiberium stuff here can come into here and there. Either side. Name of the game, Mark? Alright. We already have you in the game. Oh, for 2pi? Okay. I don't have the 2, but I did make one, and it did turn out good, so we'll do that one here. Put you next to Mark. I'm too lazy to do underscores and special characters, so we'll just do the letters. There you go. Next time I get over there, Caledon will build it for us. That's legitness. I guess you guys need power, huh? Be useful. There we go. That should give us 3 belts worth of shit out of there. Once we get the last one built. So where'd my car go? Over there? And then we'll have to, we're gonna have to figure out this ore sorting priority system we got going on here. Engine units. All right, we'll drive by 2pi. Job, Caledon. what's the problem with engine units? Just not enough, just not enough production of them. That we can probably rectify just by doubling it. We'd have to check the belt speed. Oh, we got plenty of room. Got plenty of room. Just have to add in more of these. Should be fine. And barely using any steel. Zalasur, welcome in as well. Ah, I'll crash into stuff while you're an idiot. Copper, though, is my bigger concern right now, I think. So we need to go rectify that by feeding this new copper in. Eventually I need to do some new building of green circuits. There you go. So how do we want to bring this stuff together? You love your names on the factory? There we go. You're quite welcome. How do we want to bring this stuff together? So I did say that I didn't want to have a large storage mod. Now you got to do it in your games? Yeah. No, I just noticed something. The green wire icon is a G. The red wire icon is an R. Ever since they updated these icons. And the copper wire icon is kind of C-ish. I can kind of see it. Smart. Okay, I didn't want to do a large storage mod. I did notice that. I just didn't pay that close attention. Plus, these icons aren't that old. They've only been there since 2.0? Maybe? No, I've only done one playthrough of 2.0 for this. How to balance these ores so that I can make sure that I get ratios that I want. God, we're gonna have to deal with that pretty soon. I have to deal with that pretty soon too. Making a Factorio play everyone wants he's going to decide. Yeah. So would a bulk storage help in this situation? That's the big question. If I had a bulk storage, I could feed all of these input belts for each ore into one box. They could come together. But then how do I decide then which source I want to use for what? I'm not so sure So let's think about this. So the original method we were using produces 0.62 copper to 2.25 iron. The second method we were using produces 2 copper to 2.62 iron. And this new method we just set up produces 3.84 copper to 3.37 iron. All of them produce a much smaller amount of stone and coal. But the ratio between coal and stone gets more to the coal, less to the stone as levels go on as well. Use big blueprints or free manage everything. I really just free manage most things. I'll design something. I'll play with it for a little while, and then I'll feed it all in, and I'll rebuild it. That's part of what the companion bot does. It just lets me rebuild those things without having to use blueprint mode, because I can't do it in blueprint mode. I can't manage it in blueprint mode entirely. I've done some things in blueprint mode, but I can't do it entirely in blueprint mode. I don't have that kind of brain capacity. So I think we could do this if we measured the capacity of copper and iron at least. Maybe stone and coal as well, but maybe not. But if we... one big blueprint used for early game furnaces and stuff, that's it. Yeah, so I used to use blueprints a lot, and I have a lot of blueprints in here from 1.0 and before. But I haven't really used any of them, but a couple. Since, just because I usually just design or build everything the first time, and then copy paste it. So, like, the first time I built one of these smelting arrays, I did it by hand. And then I just copy-pasted it. No your Space Age yet? You just play the base game still? I only played through Space Age once. I'm not a super fan of the logistics, the ship logistics, the interplanetary logistics. So I think I want a big storage, but I think I want to make a decision. Yeah, I think pretty much everybody uses something like this for stone and steel furnaces. Where's Tiberium temp? There it is. Let's go back out to the main menu. We could do... Oh, I guess we could update that one too while we're at it. I want to see if merge chest still exists. Then we come from the method produces the least iron, and the copper from the method produces the least copper. Are these the chests that I used to use? Go check my old mods here. That could work, Mark. I'd have to do some pretty good belt shenanigans then. I love this game so much. Input and output are never capped. It's just based on how much stuff you can cram into production. You know, it's kind of arbitrary, but you've had 2 tequilas. Understandable. Let's pull up... I'm going to pull up my app data folder. Look at my mods. My mod archive. What is this called again? Modular chests. No. When did I use the modular? I think that was my 1.1 Ribbon World did I use the merge chest thing? Well, then in that case, oh, I need to confirm the update. All right. Says Factory has caps and resources traction, and other Factory games besides Dyson Sphere program don't seem to compare. Yeah, I have mixed feelings on Dyson Sphere, but I haven't played it in a long time either, so I wasn't a big fan of the idea of them adding combat in. I didn't think it needed it. But that's just me. If I go into my old save games here, Space Age, Vanilla 1.0, Exotic, Ribbon World. Wide chests is what I used. Does that still exist? Okay. It's now called merging chests. I've been destroyed performance. You actually stopped playing for a while, but there's been a ton of updates, so you might start again. Yeah, I just... For me, I don't... You'll watch any ad that's required of you. I only roll them so that folks who drop in like you did, at first, aren't stuck with ads when they first drop in. That way you could drop in, you could chat, and then you get ads, as opposed to them coming in, you getting them when you drop in. So we could do this mod, which gives us the ability to make arbitrary sized chests. They're not any bigger than the steel chests of the quantity that makes up the space, which is part of the thing that I don't like about large chest mods or large storage mods, is that they're often much more stacks per tile than steel chests are. On the other hand, we could try kind of what Mark suggests. The biggest issue that I have there is I'm going to have an arbitrary number of belts coming in. And I'm a little bit nervous about how to take, so we have 3 belts from the one, we have 2 belts from the other, we have, I think, 4 belts from the third, and how to merge them all together with priority. We work in sales, so watching ads is market research. Amazon ads are crap besides the progressive ads. I haven't watched ads in a long time. Between YouTube Premium and having either Twitch Turbo or subs to the channels that I watch, which I don't have Turbo right now because I only watch a handful of channels, just as all I have time for. I just don't see ads on either of those platforms now. You love ads? Well, it's your thing, so that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do this merging chests. I didn't want to do it, but I think I'm gonna have to make things reasonable. And which means I need steel chests, which means I need to go make some steel chests. So let's go up here to the mall and make some steel chests. Make steel better job. There's a pipe there, Wally. Make sure ads don't completely lie to people. Yeah, that would piss me off. It does piss me off, I should say, when ads completely lie to people. thinking here that I may do the other chests as well later that use the iron chests, so I'm going to do this way. You can have that. And now you can output them into a box. There. Add cell emotion to get attention. Yep. That I understand. I just don't like it. So the other thing I want to do is I want to put a train station in. I did want to put it through here, but then I noticed that I can't really get it in here. So I may do it up here someplace. Could even tuck it in there. Come across and tuck the station in. Maybe. Then I have to loop it back around, so that wouldn't work. I'm thinking of maybe having a cross line going this way, so I could just build the station over here. That would be fine too. If I put a cross line in here, what would that look like? Wrong thing. Here we are. That looks like a good place as any, I think. That looks like a good place. There, please. And I gotta break this one signal. It's fine. And then you here. Like that. And then I could just put the station in here. Connect both of these patches to one station. Eventually, do you unlock the ability to remove the sources? I've been trying to avoid looking at it, but yes. You can. So I could just destroy them. These near ones. Refuse to look up good designs for train logistics. Your trains get stuck constantly. I'm pretty basic. And I built these plans, these blueprints during the series. I didn't take them from anything previous. Pretty basic, though. I just have a short, straight segment like this. That's the length of a power pole. I have it using relative grid placement. I have the signals on it, and then all I did was take 3 of these, snap them together like this, and that makes me a T intersection with the curves added, of course. And that's it. You have the sick parallel blueprint classic. And that's all I do. I'm very, very basic on how I set these up. But yeah, Mark, we could hope and pray that these keep getting used enough. They're connected right now to oil, which is not really using much of it. So I don't want to risk that right now, but we could do that. Is it basic, though, or is it ergonomic? Yes. Oh, how do these things stack? Oh, 100. Okay. Okay, so, maybe we should go deal with that train issue. The mine issue. If we do, Mark, I want to blow this one up for sure. Because it's kind of a little too close for comfort. Or as we do, or whatever. That was a thing that we had seen. Wait, did we already unlock it? Might have actually already unlocked it even. It looked like an oil pump jack. It was in the Blue Science. It was recent. It was like last stream we looked at it. It looked like a pump jack. Right there. Tiberium node harvester. Rapidly harvest Tiberium ore directly from a Tiberium node. Can permanently remove the Tiberium node if it is depleted. So that we could do. We could make a couple of those and smack dab right on those nodes. And then we would not have to deal with this patch anymore. That might be a good idea, actually, now that you mention it. What do we need for that? More iron. 365 iron. That's a wee bit. I mean, it's mostly irons in the mining drills, so that is what it is, but also it needs a crap ton of... Oh, this is going to work out. I have to manipulate these drills just a bit. That's the growth accelerator. We don't want that. We want the opposite. You know, this works. Because we should know this. So you got to come out. You can go right there onto that belt. And then I need to move this over by one. That'll work. And then this one here, it's moved over by that one, that way. This goes here, and we put a belt in like that. And that will mine that 224,000 out of that. And the 206,000 out of this. And then this patch should die. And so I may kill these two patches too then. I could kill them. I'm going to wait for this one to die. Then I think I'll wait then to fiddle with the rails there. We'll deal with this first. Thank you, Calidorn. You may go back to zapping me with your laser for no good reason right now. Great. Okay. Or time is it, by the way? I think we'll wait on ore till next time. I don't really want to get into it at 11:30 because I'll be wrapping up soon anyways. I think we will just wrap up now. And next time, we'll build some large chests, large-ish chests out of these steel chests, merged. And then, which is this button here, merging chests. And we'll do some input belt filtering based on the quantity in the chest. When there's, say, 1,000 in the chest, then we accept from all three sources. When there's, say, 5,000 in the chest, these numbers are arbitrary, but then we don't accept from one of the sources, but we do accept from the other two. When there's 10,000 in the chest, we accept from only one source. That kind of thing. So we can do something like that to control how we bring in ores, and then like Mark said, the one that makes the least amount of iron, which is the smallest ratio of iron, which would be this one. We'll get the highest priority, which will be always running or nearly always running on the input of iron. And then this one over here, which is the highest ratio of iron, will be the least likely one to go in there. And then the opposite for copper. And then we can do the same thing for stone and coal as well. And we'll do that next time. I think I will split coal off first and just run coal this way only, rather than having it possibly going into the smelting arrays, because we honestly don't need it there. We have solid fuel coming in, so we can just do it that way. So we'll leave this here for now. We'll find ourselves a raid target, and we'll get the hell out of here. Oh, let's raid Mr. Taco. It looks like him and the drunk gang are playing Super Battle Golf, which is a lot of fun. We play it a lot, we played it several times on our Friday night shenanigans community game night, which you can join if you would like. All you have to do is join our Discord server, look for the CG Game Night channel, and chime in there on the game suggestions, the poll for which game we play on a Friday night, and then, of course, come back for the game itself. We play for about an hour and a half, 9:30 to 11 Eastern time, basically the normal stream time. And then we use it as a way to get into our weekend a little bit kind of a nice relaxing entry into the weekend. Super Battle Golf, exactly. And then come to the YouTube, check that out. We have games there that aren't here on stream, as well as the stream archives, and we do a premiere every day at noon Eastern time. So if you want to come and join the chat for that, you can do so. But for now, we'll leave this here. We'll do the raid out to Mr. Taco, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans they're up to. Probably, like I said, drunk shenanigans are up to in Super Battle Golf. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. Dropsy Bait, 2Pi, and Zalasur, thank you for the follows. And for everyone else, thank you for the redeems. And we will see you all again tomorrow night for Sunday Shenanigans. We may be playing something new. We may be playing something old. We'll see how that plays out. We have some conversations to have in the next 22 hours or so. But come back for that. And then next week, of course, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for more Factorio. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.